Now, Infinix says this is a phone for gaming, but after 10-15 minutes, which is pretty bad, I can already feel a little bit of heat on the back. In this video, we're going to check out the latest smartphone from Infinix, and this is supposed to be a budget 5G gaming smartphone. Let's see if that is true. Hi guys, my name is Carl and you are watching The Honest Tech Show. Let's start this video with the unboxing. So this is a very classic Infinix box. Now when I look at this box, straight away I know this product is from Infinix. Now the box itself looks and feels premium, and you can see all the little details on the box. It really does not feel like a box of a budget smartphone. I would say it has the elements of an Apple iPhone's box, which is a bold statement, but even when you look at the way this opens up, it feels exclusive. The whole unboxing experience really reminds me of Apple. Anyway, this is how it looks like on the inside. You have the smartphone, you have the warranty card, and this is what I love about Infinix smartphones. They always include a transparent casing. Of course, you'll have your SIM ejector tool, you have a Type-C cable, and another thing I love seeing in the box is a power brick. Well done, Infinix. So let's remove and take a look at the Infinix Hot 50. Wow, this first glance gives me a very, very premium look. Now, I want you guys to know that I'm not being paid to say any of this. But if I show you guys the phone on the camera right now, you guys can take a look for yourself. This looks premium. So this is the design of the Infinix Hot 50 5G. You get this really nice brushed aluminium finish. You have your SIM card tray. Over here, you have your power button and volume button. At the bottom, you'll get a speaker, Type-C port, microphone port. And I love Infinix for including a 3.5mm headphone jack. So this is the back of the smartphone. You have the Infinix logo here, and you'll have a triple camera setup with a flash. This is an ultra slim smartphone at only 7.88mm, and the weight is only 188 grams. Extremely lightweight. It really gives you the impression of a really expensive smartphone. Let's turn it on. Now, before I go through all the specs and everything with you guys, I want to let you guys know the price of this smartphone. The Infinix Hot 50 5G comes in at only 599 ringgit. Leave a comment down below and let me know if 599 ringgit is a budget price for a smartphone like this. And now back to checking out the phone. So we have a little setup we need to do. Let me just get it up and running before I continue this video for you guys. The Infinix Hot 50 5G has a 6.7-inch screen with always on display. And if I head over here and check out the refresh rate, we do have a refresh rate of 120 Hz, which is crazy because even Apple, who charges 4,000 and above for their smartphones, their latest iPhone 16s do not have 120 Hz display. So for the camera, Infinix is using a 48 megapixel Sony IMX582 sensor, and I will attach some sample photos that I took here, and you guys can take a look for yourself. They look amazing. As for video, we can go up to 2K 30 frames per second, and here is a sample video I took, and you guys can see it looks pretty good. Another special feature is the dual video mode that Infinix is promoting with this smartphone. And this allows you to capture a selfie of yourself as well as the background. I would say this feature is pretty useful for vloggers, and Infinix is also boasting about their light effects template, which is basically a bunch of templates that you guys can select and just film a few videos here and there, and it will collage it together for you. That's a neat feature for people who want video editing done for you on the spot. So you won't have to use an external video editing app to get a really good video edited for you. The Infinix Hot 50 5G is also using a Dimensity 6300 processor. You can get up to 16 gigs of RAM in here, and you have 256 gigs of storage, which is more than enough. As for battery capacity, this smartphone comes with a 5000 milliamp battery, which in terms of using it throughout an entire day, you should have 20 to 30% left at the end of the day. I would give a thumbs up to that battery. This smartphone also has 18 watts fast charging, so you can fully charge this smartphone in less than an hour. And Infinix is also promising that the battery in this smartphone is gonna last up to 4 years. With a battery that's gonna last 4 years, Infinix has another thing up their sleeves. They're also promising a 5-year smoothness rating, and what this means is you'll be able to just open up your smartphone for 5 years. This is what they're promising, and you should be able to use it smoothly with top performance with no issues for at least 5 years. If that is true, because I'm not able to test the 5 years yet, that is an incredible thing moving on for smartphones in this industry. There's also a few interesting AI features that comes with this smartphone. For example, you have 4x translate here. Now, this is mostly used to translate text, images. Probably if you go traveling, you see a signboard, you're not sure what it says, you can open up the image here, take a photo of that and it will translate the text for you from whatever language that you want to translate it from. There's also the AI wallpaper generator, and I'm not sure who would use this, but it's there if you guys want to generate an AI wallpaper for yourself. Okay, so Infinix is calling this a gaming phone, and definitely this is something I would want to test for myself. So we'll be downloading Mobile Legends Bang Bang, and we'll see if this game is able to perform well on the Infinix Hot 50. Now, before I start playing the game, I want to show you this X-Boost gaming mode that Infinix is very known for. And here you can actually choose the mode that you want to use. You have power saving, equilibrium, which is just normal mode, and you have the performance mode. Now, the performance mode is supposed to give you better power in terms of gameplay, but do remember, as your gameplay improves, more power is being delivered through the phone, there's gonna be issues where the battery is gonna run down quicker. So that's something you're gonna have to deal with when you have more power. Okay, so I know this is just the demo tutorial, but so far so good, and I feel like, yeah, it's smooth. Like, I've played this game a little bit on my iPhone 15 Pro Max, and I would say I'm feeling a very similar kind of performance. I may be wrong, but in terms of my honest opinion, I don't really see much of a difference. Yes, perhaps the screen of the iPhone is brighter, but for 599 ringgit, this is a super HD screen, by the way. I don't see any pixels, it's clear. And yeah, like I said, I am enjoying myself. So in terms of gameplay, you guys will be able to enjoy playing games on this smartphone for sure. This is not an easy game to play. Not play, but for a smartphone to run. It's definitely not an easy game to run. Cheaper smartphones will have trouble running this game. I'm not seeing any issues with the Hot 50 as you play the game. Yeah, it's pretty smooth. It's really smooth, in fact. And if you're buying this to play Mobile Legends or games in general, I think you'll get away happy. So that would be it for the specs and testing the Infinix Hot 50. Now I would like to share 3 things I like about the smartphone and 3 things I don't really like about the Infinix Hot 50. The first thing I like is the price. For 599 ringgit, this is probably the best smartphone you can get in the market right now. Number 2, in terms of my experience using this smartphone, I would say I love how smooth it is to use it. It could be the 120Hz refresh rate that makes it feel really smooth, but number 2 is how smooth this smartphone feels. Number 3, gaming. Infinix says this is a gaming smartphone, and from my experience trying out Mobile Legends on this, I would say I actually enjoyed playing the game on this smartphone. There was zero delay, everything felt buttery smooth, and based on my opinion, I think if you spend 599 ringgit to get this smartphone for gaming, you will find yourself enjoying it a lot. Now, for 3 things I don't really like about this smartphone. Number 1, while the smartphone looks beautiful, feels premium, when I am holding it without a case on, the edges feel a little bit sharp. So what happens is, over a long period of time of me holding the smartphone and playing the game, this is based on my experience, right? I started to feel a little bit of pain on my fingers. Now yes, Infinix has solved this problem by providing a casing here, and the casing does not have that sharp edge, it's more curved. So I'm pretty sure you won't have that issue if you go for the casing. But I like to use my smartphones without a case, and that is an issue just for me. It's a personal thing. Now, the second thing I don't really like about this smartphone is the front camera. Now, for a lot of us these days, we'd find ourselves having to use the front camera to take selfies or even videos. And while Infinix have given us pretty good back cameras, I just wish they gave us a front camera that was a little bit better. That's a bit disappointing, but I guess 599 ringgit. What am I complaining? Now, the third thing that I don't really like about this smartphone is the heating problem. Now, if I'm using the smartphone on a daily basis, scrolling Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, there is no heating issues. But the problem starts when you start gaming on this. Now, Infinix says this is a phone for gaming, but after 10-15 minutes, which is pretty bad, I can already feel a little bit of heat on the back. So I'm not sure how to solve this, perhaps with a case or something, but I was not able to hold this phone, maybe on the edges like this, but the back was getting really hot. And that's only after 15 minutes. While I did enjoy the performance that this phone was giving me, the heating problem was an issue, and I wish that even though it got hot, it was not this hot. This was barely touchable. So yeah, that's 3 things I like and 3 things I don't like about the Infinix Hot 50. You guys can get this smartphone in 4 beautiful colors, all for a very cheap price of 599 ringgit only. Now I would say this is a really good smartphone for kids, teenagers, college students who are trying to get a good smartphone for gaming, camera, social media usage for a very cheap price of only 599 ringgit. If you're someone who does content creation or excessively heavy gaming, perhaps you game 10 hours a day because you're a professional gamer, right? Don't get this smartphone. Even for me as a content creator, I love this smartphone, don't get me wrong, but I'm not really able to use it completely to satisfy what I may need to create content. The cameras are excellent, but it's not good enough for content creation, I would say. It's good for TikTok videos, YouTube shorts, but not really for professional productions that you may want to do. So yeah, comment down below if you guys have any question you guys want me to answer regarding this budget smartphone, and I will get back to you guys in the comments, being completely honest with my answers. Now this is a new channel, I hope you guys can subscribe and support me, and that way we'll be able to do more honest reviews about smartphones, tech, gadgets, cars, houses, whatever it is. But yeah, we'll keep it honest.